Hi everyone, I thought I would take a few minutes today and show you how I cover my books for my classroom library so that they'll last longer. The materials that I use to do this are clear contact paper that I buy at Walmart. It's like $5.50 a roll. I have a cutting mat on my table so that I don't scratch my table, and then I have an X-Acto knife. And the first thing that I do is I take two books and I'm going to lay them like this onto my contact paper. I find doing it this way I can cover more books and not waste as much contact paper. Once they're laid there and I'm getting to the end of my row so it doesn't want to lay flat, I'm going to flip my books over like this. And then about an inch and a half from where that book landed, I'm just going to cut across my contact paper with that X-Acto knife. Then what I want to do is I'm going to cut down the center between my two books right here so that I'm ready to cover my books. The next thing to do, and in my opinion the very hardest thing to do, is you want to peel away your contact paper. It's like a sticker. So you want to peel it away like that. And then you want to lay it on your cutting mat, sticky side up. I'm going to take the back of my book and I'm going to lay it, I'm going to kind of guesstimate where the middle of my book, my contact paper is, and then I want to lay it over to the side like this. I'm actually at this point going to insert one of my colored dots. This is not necessary to cover the book. This is a genre indicator for my students. And so my students know that because I'm placing this blue dot on the spine of my book, that this book is a realistic fiction. So I go ahead and insert that at this point. Then what you want to do is flip it all over and just use your hands to smooth out any wrinkles that you might have. Once your wrinkles are smoothed, you turn it back over, and now we're ready to cut away the corners. With your X-Acto knife, at the top corner, you want to basically just cut a 90-degree slit out of that, and that's going to be excess, and I didn't cut real straight, so I've got a little piece here. You can just throw that away. You want to do the exact same thing on the bottom outside corner. I even sometimes make it bigger than 90 degrees, that way I don't have to make exact. And what that's going to look like, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. Yeah, see that one's bigger than 90 degrees. I just kind of go down and then I go up. On the spine side, what you want to do is about an inch into your book, like here's my spine. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to cut from the book up. Then what I want to do with my X-Acto knife is where I started cutting, I'm going to cut along the book and just a little bit past the spine. And then again, I'm going to go up and out. And so here's what that looks like. I start at the spine and cut up. Then I'm going to cut along the spine and out. And I'm going to do that exact same thing on the bottom. I'm making a trapezoid shape for you math folks out there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to open to the back cover. I typically fold the top and bottom end first. I don't know that it really matters. That's just my method. And then I take and I will fold that edge over. And that's why I tend to do it greater than 90 degrees so that I make sure it doesn't stick over the ends. Then what you want to do is turn it up on its spine and kind of push a little bit to seal that. And then slowly roll it over so that your front side is laying on your contact paper. Again, with your hands, just smooth out any air bubbles and get rid of those wrinkles that you have. And I'm going to go from those corners, and I'm just going to do bigger than 90 degrees there on both ends. Again, I'm going to fold the bottom, and then I'm going to fold the top, and then the side. And now that book is covered. it'll last a whole lot longer, and it's ready to go on my classroom bookshelf. If you have any questions or if any of my directions weren't clear, please feel free to leave a comment, email, and I'll see if I can't clarify for you. Thanks, and I hope you guys have a great day and a great week of teaching.